let's talk about where you grew up. So the area where you grew up is known as Terror Town.
Right.
All right. I mean, that's a pretty crazy name. Like, how does a place, get a name called Terror Town?
I mean, the name speaks for itself, man. It's a lot of killing, a lot of violence going on. It's terrorism, really. Like, in Terror Town, really, when I was growing up, my mother wanted me nowhere near Terror Town. I didn't start hanging out on 79th Street till I was about 12 years old. 12, maybe 13 or something like that, but I was still playing basketball. I ain't really jump off the porch and get into too much of the street stuff till I was like 15,
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
really, Terror Town, it's a lot going on. The name speaks for itself, but it's not really even, I don't go by Terror Town no more. We just No Limit, you know what I'm saying? We do our own thing. We not under any, you know what I'm saying, no leadership or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? We really took our neighborhood by storm.
Now, when you say No Limit, you're talking about NLMB.
Right, NLMB, Never Leave My Brothers.
Okay.
No Limit
Now,
Muskegon
how did that
Boys.
whole thing, how did that whole thing come together? Explain that.
It came about, Never Leave My Brothers came about probably about 2 or 3 years ago, just, you know what I'm saying, we just came up with it upon my circle, you know what I'm saying, the people I hang with. And there was no limit forever, and not before I was born. Like, you know what I'm saying? They were screaming no limit. And it wasn't really, Terror Town, our neighborhood is really like, if you want to get technical, it was branched off in the Black Peace Stone Nation. And growing up, I was, you know what I'm saying, that's what we kind of came under. But as we grew up, we separated ourselves from that because, you know what I'm saying, our neighborhood, we had control of our neighborhood, and we was really keeping our neighborhood alive. You know what I'm saying? Our neighborhood could have been taken over if it wasn't for our circle and what we got going on. So we don't really go by Terror Town or the Black Peace Stone thing. We just Never Leave My Brothers, No Limit and you know what I'm saying, our own circle. And you know what I'm saying, it's our neighborhood.
Now, when you say taking over, like, what does that mean?
Taking over, like, you know what I'm saying? In Chicago, it's a lot of war going on. It's a war zone, you feel me? And a lot of older guys who really started the No Limit and the Terror Town stuff, they all, you know what I'm saying, some passed away, some went on to the feds. And you know what I'm saying, when stuff like that happen, life goes on. So the enemies could have moved in on our neighborhood if it wasn't for us stepping up and doing what we did as young, super young, you know what I'm saying, teenagers, probably 16, 17, taking our neighborhood by storm. It would have been, you know what I'm saying, I probably wouldn't have a strong movement how I am today. It was up to us, me and my circle and my guys, you know what I'm saying, keep our neighborhood alive. If it wasn't for us, it probably wouldn't even be, you know what I'm saying, it'd be a whole different. Everything would be different in that neighborhood.
Now you've been involved in the shooting before.
You asked, have I?
Well, you got shot before, right?
Right, yeah.
Okay. Can you talk about that situation?
I mean, the situation with me getting shot is really just, I was in the streets, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what happened. That's what come with the streets. I wouldn't say, like, the situation was just, it's actually a long story. It's just the enemies, you know what I'm saying? You know how it go on, war zone in Chicago. Enemies pulled up shooting. I got hit. It happens.
Where did you get hit?
I got hit actually in the foot. Like, it was minor.
How many other people got shot around you during that incident?
Actually, it was kind of big. It was like 8 of us got shot. Me, my younger cousin. My cousin was like 13. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I'm saying, just to give you a little feeling of how it was. But it was like 8 of us that got shot that day.
Did any of your friends get seriously hurt?
Yeah, no, it wasn't really any serious injuries like that. A lot of leg shots and stuff like that. But I mean, it's normal. That wasn't my first encounter with bullets or guns shooting. Like, it's normal. That's what goes on. Life goes on. I just try to move past, you know.
Yeah, I mean, 8 people shot. Was this automatic weapons?
Was it an automatic weapon? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. So they're really doing that. They're really riding up with automatic weapons in Chicago. Like
Yeah.
that.
It was an automatic weapon with an extended clip in it.
Wow. So if 8 people shot, what, maybe 30, 40 shots probably fired?
It was probably like 40 shots went off. I think it was 2 shooters. I don't know. It was like 3 years ago. I don't really remember, you know what I'm saying? When bullets flying at you, you ain't trying to look at what type of gun they got.
Do you think that something inside you changed? You know, like the way you look at
Something
things?
inside me, I mean, yeah, I think something inside me changed. I mean, like really, before I got shot, my feelings and, you know what I'm saying, the way I moved was kind of changing because, you know, the streets change you. So, like, after, of course, I got shot, my sympathy for people reduced and just my feelings. Like, I really don't have strong feelings for people unless it's genuine, like love, like my family and close friends. Other than that, I don't really work with feelings. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say I don't have a heart because I'm actually a nice guy. I'm real open-hearted, warm-hearted. I'm giving to the people that I care for. But, you know what I'm saying? In the streets, you can't really work with feelings. And I like that about myself. There's not nothing I want to change or anything. You got to think like that. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy out there. So you got to think like an animal or a beast in order to survive where I'm from.